Yo, yo, yo. Hey, yo, what's good to all my heroes and villains out there? It's your boy LC. Guys, welcome to another episode of Heroes and Villains Collectibles. And yo, check it out. We have another awesome video when it comes to the Cosmic Wonder dropping the first looks of Doctor Doom from Avengers Doomsday. So, yo, let's not waste no time. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's check it out. I guess in another part of the country, they dropped some kind of lights or some kind of, I don't know. We're gonna see what it is, but it has to do with Doctor Doom. So let's go ahead and just check it out. Let's not waste no time, and let's just jump right into it. Wow, check it.
Marvel just dropped a huge teaser for Avengers Doomsday and specifically Doctor Doom. We have footage of this teaser and what seems to be the very first photo for concept art that Marvel has on display of Doctor Doom and what his suit is going to look like. And they just recently did this at a Chinese marketing expo. And as it turns out, Disney is actually hosting this marketing expo, and Marvel has a huge booth at this expo where they are showing a display of concept art for Doctor Doom. As you can see here, we don't see Robert Downey Jr.'s face, but this look at Doctor Doom goes hard. This design looks fantastic. If this is what we are going to see on screen, which I would imagine it is, if not very similar, there's a lot of time they could change it a little bit. But considering they've shot mostly what they need to for Avengers Doomsday at this point in time, I think this is how Doom is going to look in the movie, and as we get into the footage, it matches what they show. This probably is what he's going to look like, considering this is what they have on display at this expo. So if this is our first look at Doom,
yo, that is a dope look. I mean, that is what Marvel's Doctor Doom should look like. He looks menacing.
and what he's going to look like in the movie, please let me know what you think about it in the comments. So that is seemingly our first look at what Doctor Doom is going to look like, but as I mentioned, they also did show an Avengers Doomsday teaser in the form of a video projection show. And as we'll show you in the video, it even looks like Marvel could possibly be teasing that Doom is not only going to take the place of Kang as far as the big bad is concerned, but he's also going to take all of his tech, as it looks like they are teasing Kang tech in this little teaser. It looks like we could even see possibly the 10 rings from Shang-Chi. It also looks like they demonstrate some of Doom's powers in this little teaser as well. So let's dive into this teaser.
That looks dope. Yeah, that looks dope.
Now, there are a few key parts of this that we have to go over. The first thing is about how Doctor Doom looks. I mean, he looks like Doctor Doom. It's nice to know they're not veering too far off from what we know Doom to look like. It looks like it's going to be incredibly comic accurate. It does look like his eyes are going to glow green, as they do kind of show that in this display here. Clearly, it's going to be a metal mask, or iron if they want to really connect it to Tony Stark / Iron Man, and his hood is going to go over it. So, classic Doctor Doom. It also seems like they show a lot of energy surging through his body, and I'm thinking that's hinting at his sorcery, which a few other shots hint at later on as well. But they get to a part where Doom is clearly sitting on a throne.
Yes.
Now, this could be him in Latveria, but we've gotten the leaked concept art from Secret Wars in the past that showed us Doctor Doom on a throne. So him being on the throne here is most likely him being the ruler of Battleworld. In the comics, when the entire multiverse gets destroyed, Doom, using the powers of the Beyonders that he gets from Molecule Man, creates one world consisting of a bunch of different universes combined. That is Battleworld, and then Doom rules over it, literally as their god. He is God Emperor Doom. That is what we are seeing in the leaked concept art, and that is what we are seeing from this tease right here. We then then get into a really interesting part here, where we start to see some of Doom's powers, and I also think we see him shattering reality. In this particular part right here, he shatters what's around him, and you can see glass fragments everywhere, but the thing is, nothing's really around him, so it does seem like he is shattering the reality that he's in. This really reminds me of What If, with the Watcher and Infinity Ultron, where they both have the ability to basically go in and out of the fifth dimension, which exists outside of the multiverse, and they can essentially go to any universe that they want to go to. And to further back that up, the next thing that we see is Doom looking at some type of a structure. Now, it does seem like the structure is kind of made of those broken shards of glass, which again, I think represents the fifth dimension and his ability to essentially go to any universe that he wants to go to. But then it looks like the structure turns into a door. And I think what they could be teasing right here is the Library of Worlds. The Library of Worlds was created by the Beyonders and is a place that is located outside of the multiverse, but it can be used to access any universe. If I had to guess where Doom's base is going to be in Avengers Doomsday, I would guess here. And I think that's what they're teasing in this teaser. And this actually does become Doom's base, his headquarters, in the Time Runs Out story that goes right into Secret Wars in the comics. And if you think about it, if Doom is aware of Kang, if Doom is aware of the TVA, then he probably knows that wherever he goes, they'll be able to spot him. So the only place he could really go is a place that exists outside of space and time, outside of the multiverse. That way, the TVA could not find him. So I think this makes perfect sense, and I think this is what they're teasing. Now, as we get further into this video, this is where we kind of see something that looks very similar to Kang's technology, specifically what we saw in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and this one scene right here actually looks like it could be one of the 10 rings. It almost looks like he is designing it or building it right here in this scene. So I think this might be showing us that he is behind the 10 rings. He is behind that technology. And since they're basically going to be able to do whatever they want in Avengers Doomsday with the writing, they could even go on to say that Kang stole tech from Doom. In fact, at one point in time in the comics, Kang and Doom meet each other, and when they meet each other and they talk, they actually believe that they are related. And in fact, when Kang, or what his real name is, Nathaniel Richards, decides to take on the persona of the Scarlet Centurion and he makes his armor, he designs it after Doom's armor. So I could definitely see them going that route in Avengers Doomsday, Kang kind of ripping off Doom and his technology. Or it could even go vice versa. Doom kills Kang and the rest of the Kangs and takes their tech, but I think it would be better if they made it to where Doom is the proprietor of all of this. That way it makes him look more powerful than the previous villain that you kind of briefly had on screen there. That would be the better way to build up Doom. But as he creates this one device and it starts spinning, it looks exactly like what we saw in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It looks like his multiversal power core, especially with all of the rings spinning around it. And this might actually be another reason why Doom hates Kang, a report that we've heard in the past by many different insiders at this point in time. Doom could hate Kang because he stole his technology and used it to try and basically rule the multiverse. And now he has to fix the multiverse because it's on the brink of destruction. And I personally really hope they do this. I hope they connect Doom's story to Kang's at least a little bit. But saying that this is actually Doom's tech and not Kang's is a great way to tie in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, specifically the 10 rings. It's also a great way to tie in the bangles from Miss Marvel and the Marvels. And you can tie in Ant-Man by him trying to warn people about Kang, but then them realizing that Kang was kind of like the apprentice, but the master, the big bad, is actually Doom, which I think is just crazy awesome. But another thing that I think this tells us is that Doom is definitely going to be a powerful sorcerer. That's really what makes Doom so powerful. He has the perfect combination of sorcery and tech. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried that Marvel might not include the sorcery aspect of Doom, but it looks like based on this, they are, which I'm super excited about. Because this probably means that Doom is pretty much going to be way too powerful for any of the Avengers to handle. The X-Men might give him a run for his money, which is probably why he attacks them. We've actually seen set photos of destroyed Sentinels, which we've heard Doom uses to attack the X-Men, and we've seen a lot of destruction on the set that they were using for that X-Men scene. So we know Doom attacks the X-Men, and that's probably why, at least one of the reasons why. They are really, really powerful, and they could definitely get in his way. So coming out of nowhere, just hopping into their universe, attacking them, getting the drop on them is probably the smartest thing to do. Plus, we've also heard that he wants to kill people who have caused incursions, and Monica Rambeau right now is in that X-Men universe, which is destabilizing that universe. So he's also probably after her. But either way, this was a great tease of Doom. And then at the end there, just shows us basically all of the teams that are going to be going up against Dr. Doom, trying to fight him. And of course, Marvel Studios has already told us who those teams are. They're the Avengers, they're the people of Wakanda, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four, which they tease in this show. But will they be strong enough to defeat Dr. Doom, or will this end like Infinity War, with Doom winning? I personally think so, but go ahead and let me know your thoughts about that and this.
All right, Wonder. Appreciate that. Wow. That was pretty dope. Man, twice on there, there was a scene where they just skipped forward so fast. I'm like, why is it like skipping so fast? Let me see if I can find it. Let me mute it. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can find it right here. I think it was here, because they show him on the throne, and then something really quick. What are they trying to show? Watch. Right there. What is that? That's it. Why are they hiding this? Oh, snaps. Yo. Yo. I gotta watch this whole video like the original one. Yo. Do you know what that is? This is Dr. Doom right here, obviously. And look at this. You see this? In the comic books, in the what's the comic? Avengers, Secret Wars. Secret Wars. He rips Thanos' spine. Thanos, he's one-on-one with Thanos, and Thanos says something to him, and then Dr. Doom says, "Do you have the Infinity Gauntlet with you?" And he says no. And then I think Dr. Doom says something like, "Oh, what a shame," or "that was dumb," or something, right? And then he takes Thanos and rips his spine right out of him. I gotta watch the original one of this. This looks like Dr. Doom is ripping. Look, this looks like a skeleton. This looked like a skeleton, but then it just goes so fast. I'm like, that was kind of fishy to me. Twice when they showed this scene, I'm like, why is it like skipping so fast? You just see him standing, and whoa. So this is going to be in the movie? We're going to see. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be in Doomsday, but in the Secret Wars, Dr. Doom rips Thanos' spine out of his body. That looks like a skeleton that he's literally ripping out, that he's holding on to. Holy snack. Yo. Let's go back. Watch. You see that? And that was so quick. You see, it's right there. It's there. I see it now, man. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to watch the original. You see it? You see it? Right there, it's coming. Boom. Kind of the same, but look. He's holding up a skeleton. That looks like a skeleton. Oh, man. That's it. One last time. Yo. Oh, snap. That was crazy. That was crazy, yo. Yo. Guys, let me know. Let me know what you guys thought about that, yo. Look, let me see something real quick before we get out of here. Right here. Yo. Say word. Images. Look. Right here. Oh, snaps. Look at this. Boom. Look at this scene. He rips out the skeleton from Thanos. See, look. Let's see. Look at that. I think that's exactly what we just seen right there. He was holding a skeleton. Yo. Ooh-wee. But he doesn't do that until he's God Emperor Doom. I'm sure we're going to see him become God. You know what I mean? But, yo, that is crazy. For like a split second, you can only see that thing. And that means that we're going to see Thanos come back. And you got to have Thanos come back to go versus Dr. Doom. So you can see, like, obviously we all know Thanos is a threat. But if we see Dr. Doom pull Thanos' spine, his whole skeleton, out of his body, then you're going to be like, yo, this dude ain't, if you thought Thanos was bad, this dude ain't no joke. No joke. But, yo, I knew it, man, like twice. I'm like, yo, I'm like, I kind of saw something. I'm like, man, the second time I was in the video, I'm like, why are they like passing by that so fast? I knew there was something there. We're going to see that. I don't know if we're going to see it in Doomsday because this happens in Avengers Secret Wars. So maybe they're saving it for Secret Wars. Maybe. But they could put it in Doomsday. I don't know. But guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Shouts out to the Cosmic Wonder once again. And check it out. If it's the first time checking me out, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell. And let you know when I got all types of videos coming your way. I guess so. On that note, this was dope. This was awesome. This has been another episode of Heroes and Villains Collectibles. I'm your boy, LC. Till next time, guys. Peace.